So you learned something awesome here in the 301, something called promises, right? Do you like promises? Why you don't like them? You don't know how to talk to, you don't know how to do promises? Is it? What's the idea of promises? Can anyone tell me what's the idea of promises?
To doing everything, then go back to promise and do it. To have less time for the page to load it. Right?
So less time for the page to load. Is that the main reason why we use promises?
No?
What's the main reason?
When I have a data getting from another place or another UI,
Uh-huh.
API or something like
Okay.
that, take the time to bring it back to the...
Yes. So it waits until something happens. Let's say, let's keep it general, until something happens, and when something happens, we just like execute another piece of code. Yeah. And the thing is, it promises in the ES6. Do you know what ES6 means? Have you heard of this term before? It's the new version of JavaScript. Okay? So they have what we use is ES5, and they came up with something new, which is ES6. And this is very important. So wake up. And ES6, they use a different, actually, syntax for promises. And I want you to take a look at this code and keep in your mind the promises and think of this code and see what would be the output of this. If you're good in English, maybe you can know what it is. Like maybe you can understand what it means. Take a few minutes, talk to the person next to you, and think about it. Like think about what's doing. I can hear some terms. That's good. All right. Any ideas? Yes, Dania.
I think this function is getting this URL and read what's thing with name. I think it will read the name in this URL and type it by console.
It will read the name
In this URL.
in this URL.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you need to explain?
Yeah. What are what?
Why?
Well, it reads the name from the URL, kind of, whatever. Okay, and it prints it out.
Yeah.
Okay. But what are these weird things
Okay,
there?
asynchronous function fetch things is the name of the function.
Mm-hmm.
URL is a parameter for this
Yep.
function. Constant result equal await fetch URL. Fetch URL, it will get this URL and put it in the result. Await result.json, it will convert this the things in the URL
Awesome.
to JSON file. Then constant names, it will mapping all the name in the things.
You got it. All good. Can we do this without promise? Because you skipped a lot of words. Because this will take time. This will take time, right?
Yeah.
But you skipped very important keywords there. Uru.
I think that first name
Which one? Async.
Sync.
Huh.
Asynchronous.
Can I explain?
Because we say not all.
Okay. So what does async mean? What do you think it means?
In JavaScript, the execution of code is line by line.
Uh-huh.
When I have asynchronization, that means this code is not line by line code. It needs something to run it after all the code's execution.
Okay.
So it means take a little time, not working with the code
Kind of, yes.
line. I think it's like
Awesome. Yeah. It makes sense. Total sense. Uru.
No.
Does JavaScript execute line by line? It doesn't. Why? If I put like console line, does it execute by order or in different orders?
Yeah, in console log by order.
What? Well, it is in order then. So one by one. I'm sorry, I got lost now. Okay, so if I have 4 console logs after each other, does it execute them in order?
yes.
Okay,
That means it's line by line.
it's line by line. Well, but what's special about here?
There is a sum.
Well, async does something. Let's jump inside the function. What's the something that we have here? Yeah, we have a wait. What does that mean?
In built-in methods.
It's kind of, yeah, built in ES6.
That means take a little time to fetch and get the data from
Awesome. So this fetch thing takes some time to work. That's why I said keep promises in your head while you're explaining this. And this tells JavaScript this will take some time to wait until this happens, and then move on.
Ahmed, maybe instead of super agent, it's like the super agent.
Well, fetch kind of the same. It will do kind of it will go to if you look here, fetch things. We call this function here. We're going to some API and get data. And the data we get, we should wait until the data comes back. Because that's what await is.
Maybe because the JavaScript is unsync.
Okay. Is it sync or async?
Because then we use that.
Wow. What do you guys think? Is JavaScript sync or async?
Async.
So any function I write by default, is it sync or async?
What? Sync.
There is exceptions, like in function.
Sometimes
That's a big
this
contradiction.
is like an English lesson right here, right? So write the word synchronous on the board for me.
Yeah, synchronous.
So what does synchronous mean?
Line by line.
Not line by line, it means in order.
In order.
Synchronous means it's going to run in sync, in order. You put an A in front of that. A in English in front of the word means the opposite of that.
The opposite of that.
So it's not synchronous. Out of order. In other words.
Out of order.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Fatima.
JavaScript is synchronous, and it does, execute line by line. And this is why we are trying to use prompts, because prompts give us some time in order not to kill the execution.
Yeah.
And to give it some time to fetch
Awesome.
more data, and then to continue. back.
So in promises, we say execute this after this, right?
Yeah.
Like after this happens, dot then do this, dot then do that. And if you go inside this function, it says wait, and someone said this will wait and this happen. That means I will stop here, keep there, pausing until the data comes back from this URL to the result, and then I can continue. This is what it means. And the wait here does the same. And then after you're done, you just do this mapping and you return. Awesome, right? Well, if you want to write this in dot then, promises, how would be the syntax? I want exactly the same result.
Super agent.
Okay.
The URL, then dot, then parentheses
Awesome.
Exactly. The thing, the map, parentheses, thing, auto function, thing, name.
The problem is let me delete it. I'm gonna delete the solution. And now, back to here. Okay, let me show you what this happens, what this does. Hello? Here we go. Okay, so fetch is very similar to super agent. It will fetch the data from this URL. The URL here I'm passing a swappy, or is it called swappy or swap API? Okay. So this is a free API, and this if you use fetch here, fetch will take this URL, which is the API, and get you some data, and that data will give you like this is. Are these names familiar?
Luke Skywalker?
What is it?
Yeah, it's Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah. So these names are from Star Wars. So this is about like gets you data about Star Wars. Okay.
Which one?
So Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is it. It gives you like wait until you get the data from this URL, and then you take the JSON to get the actual data from the result, and then which is gonna be kind of a things will be an object that has an array called results, and the results we get the thing.name, which is each object has a name, which is every person has a name there, and to return the names, and that's what we print here. Then constant log this. The last line, where? Oh, okay. So what does that do? Never seen it before. So fetch things, okay? We return the name, and return the name will be passed to something called console log, which is a function, right? So yeah, it will print it out. Makes sense? Syntax is weird. Do you like this or .then more? .then more? Maybe because I did not present it well. Well, it's closer to reality. It says go fetch, wait until this happens, do this, wait until it happens, continue.
Demonstrating what exactly is happening.
Exactly. It's exactly demonstrating. It says exactly what's happening.
Look at it again as a .then series.
Yeah, let's do it .then now.
Let's see how that looks.
Now, okay. Help me then, if it's easier. So we're gonna do it .then.
Super agent.
Well, fetch will do the same. Don't worry about super agent. I will use fetch
Okay,
because I already included it there.
then.
Well, .then directly. This is a function. I need a function. Just give me a function. So I'm gonna start with a function. Okay. I'm gonna call it fetch things to text URL. Okay, it does something. URL equal what? HTTP. Well, I don't want to call it now. I just want to create the function. Just declare the function.
No, it's an argument, so it's already declared to the function.
Yeah, it's a parameter here. It will be passed as an argument. So when I call this function, I'm gonna do fetch things to of whatever I passed here. Okay? I'm gonna call the function this way. Okay?
Fetch URL.
I'm actually I can do this, or I can console log it by .then, whatever. So it's your decision. Tell me what to do.
Now fetch URL. Fetch URL.
So let's take it step by step. What's the first thing we do?
You already have
And then we should wait for it.
Okay. So first get the data from the URL.
We get the data from the URL. How do we do this?
Fetch URL
We do fetch
of the URL.
of the URL. Okay.
Okay. After that, then we do whatever we want.
Okay. Dot then.
Result of the data.
So it's easy. How many steps? I'm gonna write them down here. Actually. So fetch data from URL. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is get JSON data from the results. Okay, right? And we call them things. And then what's the last thing here? Map the results, okay, to get the name of each object, right? Return the mapped data. Awesome. Now let's do this in .then. Okay. So how do you fetch the data? Fetch URL, you said, right? This will give you, when this comes back, it will come back as a big object of objects. And the thing that's inside it called what? Called things.results. So .results will be the results inside whatever comes back. Do it using .then. Let's do it.
Then if that one,
So .then, and here between parentheses put data. Let's use the same name. Result. Arrow function. Okay. Enter. So declare a variable called what? Things equal
Result the JSON as a function.
okay, and then where's the then goes? Inside or outside? Here. Dot then. Inside it. Outside. Dot then. What does go here?
We need to return something from them because
Yeah, just tell me what to do. I'm gonna do it.
yeah. In the first then block, we need to return the things because okay, we got the data as a JSON file, and then what? We didn't able
So can I do return here?
yeah, that
Okay. So we return
result the JSON.
result.json.
Okay, now result or data.
Then
Data.
we'll have another like kind of data.
Data, yeah.
And what do we do with this data? Arrow function.
Okay, return data.map as a function.
Return data.map.
no, just result the things.
We need mapping. Oh, yeah.
So data here. So you said results, data, and data will be data.map.
Yeah, inside the map we need
So we said we need data that someone results said, right?
Yeah.
Results.map. One thing.
okay, for this we need to know the structure of the JSON.
Well, it's here. It's clear. It says this will comes as
Okay, yeah.
results. Results is an array, and you map the array. So results here. You map the array. You take one thing, and for everything you do, you need dot name.
Something, yeah.
Does this work?
And we have the data floor.
Someone said no. Why? Where do we return here?
We already return.
Where?
And then
Should I run it?
yeah, after then we need to return the whole.
So I'm gonna do dot then, or let's do this. Dot then console dot log. Okay, just to see if it works. Let's see. It's doing some errors. Cannot read property dot then of undefined. Line 33. Oh, why? So fetch things to. What is it? You have nothing. How about if I do dot then here? Console.log, which is not the best thing to do, but at least let's see if it works. Just want to make sure it works. Doesn't. 33 doesn't work. 33 in the call stack says 33. Yeah. So this thing here doesn't work. What's the error? Cannot read property dot then of undefined. Where's dot then? Did I? Yeah, that's weird, right? Okay, run it again. I can, yeah. Before return it.
No, after it will not be.
Here?
Without return.
Then I'm gonna do this, right? Const. Does that work? Data resulted equal this, and then I console log it.
You can do it after.
Well, are you sure? Data resulted, and just like destroying all of the work, and then I'm gonna return data resulted. Okay, run it. No, it was doing something, right? Let me stop this and see what's going on. Oh, whoa. Yeah, it does one by one, right? So it works kind of as the data comes in, we'll do them, right?
Kind of a mess.
It is. It's a mess. So look, whatever. Well, it works. Then what was the problem? So should I just remove this? And if it will work?
That works.
It works.
The previous one works as well.
How about if I do this now? What happens?
Still work.
Still work. Should work. Two of them. Awesome. Good job. Yes, let's clean.
But it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same at all. So this is the return. Gonna return this directly. Okay, so get rid of this. And then dot.
We'll sign out 28.
What is it?
Line 28.
Data resulted.
And now should work, hopefully. Okay, it works. Good. Let's compare the code.
But it's still not working.
Why?
Well, look at the way you called them. So at the bottom, you call them differently. I want fetch things to be called the same way.
Yeah, can I do this now?
Yeah.
Control X. I want to do this now.
Yes.
But what can we do here? How can we return?
Return the whole function. Return the whole function.
You return fetch?
Yeah, after.
Let's run it. Whoa. What happened? Correct, right?
Yeah.
Cool. It
We have
works.
two floors.
Let's
The
see
one is
again.
dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Which one is cleaner? Look, I mean, the old syntax of JavaScript used to be this here. So everything then you do dot then and then dot then and dot then dot then. Now they changed the syntax to be just like as easy as this. What's special, what's different from here to here, there's two main things from my perspective. First, you do like dot then, and then you pass the variable that it should store the data, and then you pass the data to the next function, and so on. That's how you do it. Here, you do them as you do any other JavaScript stuff. You say, I want the result. If you don't have these, imagine you don't have these. You have regular JavaScript. Just like any other JavaScript. Result equal fetch URL.
Simple.
Things equal result.json. Names equal things.result.map, whatever. There's nothing says this is like promises or something, right? The only thing you need to do now, just to put this awaits, you only need to place these keywords wherever you think it will take time. That's all what you need to do. You write regular JavaScript, and then you place this awaits thing, and then you label it as an async function. As easy as that.
May the force be with you.
Maybe the force?
The force, yeah.
What does that mean?
From the Star Wars.
Oh, Star Force. Okay.
But you use the dot then, the first one.
Yeah, here you mean?
Can you without the dot then?
Yeah. Well, you need then to wrap it in another function, maybe. I can do. What you can do is you can do it here inside, or if you don't want to, not sure if there's a better shortcut, but I would do it this way. Crazy way. And then you do this, and then you do await. Huh?
Yeah, let data equal.
Let data, yeah, or
That's so.
that's what I do, but it's ugly, as he said, like console log.
And that still won't work. You have to make the anonymous function async.
And this is async.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you need to make a function. Yeah, sorry.
So, no arrows for...
What happened?
The name of the function.
Oh, name of the function. Seriously? Something. And this, you call this something here.
You can actually invoke it right there.
You can invoke it?
Yeah, right there. Parentheses.
That's why.
And then at the end of it, just do two parents.
Here?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, I do this, right?
And then we'll just run.
This was the jam call.
Yeah. It'll just call itself.
There's something wrong.
This is immediately.
Yep. Immediate.
Right?
No.
Can async functions do that or not?
Don't think so, they can. You need to do this. But that's ugly too, right?
Maybe you have to make it an outer function, not a function.
Something is not defined. Something. That's a something.
Yeah.
What is that? Line 37. Well, I did. I changed it. Something. Again. You need to run it 100 times until it works. It works now. It works. Here we go. Let me show you a trick. It works now. You run it. Works. Yes. So that's fully with whatever here. But the idea again is you write regular JavaScript. You just need to plug in these keywords there. It's okay if you do dot then once. It's fine. But for me, I mean, it's giving me always hard time to do dot then because you need to get used, to pass to hand over the data one by one. Okay, that's the thing. Questions? Yeah.
How can I know what type of process I should use in my code?
What do you mean type of promises?
Like fetch.
Oh.
And like super agent.
Oh, yeah. Fetch is if you see here, I'm requiring fetch.
Yeah.
So fetch is something external. Yeah, it's like super agent, something you need to install. You do npm install it actually. So it's up to you. You want to use super agent, you can.
Nice thing is fetch works in your browser automatically. Chrome has it built in.
Mm-hmm.
So we like to use it if we can on the node side because the syntax is the same.
Here we go. I mean, it's automatically got it from here.
In the browser, no require. And because of that, we try and use it here too. It's super agent's better, but fetch is easier. So
Yeah. Fetch.
Yeah.
Super agent.
on node server you would.
Why
On
keep
the
it
browser
now?
you don't.
Yeah. So you learned fetch. You learned how to do ES6 syntax, which is the await, and these are actually this syntax that we'll use in the future because it's the future. I'm not sure how ES5 will survive for the next five years, 10 years. Yeah. So we'll go.
And super agent was all.
No, well, the thing is, your super agent fetch, that's something different. That's not related at all to what we're doing here. So you're comparing two kind of, we call them libraries. Libraries. So you're comparing two libraries that has nothing to do with the promises and the
Yeah. He could
sync
have
and
done-
await.
You could have done await superagent.get URL instead of fetch. It's the
Yeah,
same
you
thing.
can. So that has nothing to do with async and await. Okay, they're not related. Just show you like different ways to do things.
If I put super agent instead of edge, it will work.
You know what? I'll do it now. Easier maybe. Is it constant? Give me the syntax. Super
A,
super agent
G,
equal require. I need to install it now. So let me go here and back to search super agent. Hello, super agent. Here it is. Add it. Okay, give it some time.
Most companies use the fetch.
It's here. It's doing it. Okay, so I want to require super agent, and that's it. Makes sense now. Let's do this. I'm gonna use this instead of fetch. Makes sense?
and
Superagent.get.
from the line
Like this, right? Away super agent dot get the URL and is the same.
And also you don't need line 10.
You don't need line 10.
Right. Superagent does that.
Yeah, I will give you JSON directly. And this is things.
That's why super agent from.
Yes, exactly.
You like it more. Yeah, gonna do it. Where is that? What is the call? What is the function
It's
call?
down there like line, all of that stuff. Right there, line 32 or whatever.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's fetch thing too.
It's the same thing though, right?
Oh, it's the same. Gonna copy it now. Paste it here. Do this. Do that. And that's it. Let's run it. Hopefully it works. Nope. Cannot read property map undefined. So now we need to know why it did not work. So things equal await super agent dot get URL.
Without the way,
Oh, it's things.body. That was all. Superagent brings back that body, remember?
Body. Well, that's the thing. Then it's good that we used it because you're still think of map is not defined. Map is not a function for things that body. Let's console log it.
Things.body.result.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Dot results. What?
But now, get rid of all the comments. Get rid of all those comments. And look at the code now. Get rid of that one too. Get rid of line 6.
Here we go.
Right. Look at the code now.
That's you like.
To get it. How much easier is that? Right? Than it used to be.
That's it.
What's funny is that you guys like learned promises like 4 days ago, and you're fighting for you want to keep using them. You could do that instead. Look how easy that is. Yeah.
Here we go.
Isn't that nice?
So that's super agent. So again, Ahmad, super agent has nothing to do with whatever you use here. So if you use async await, that has nothing to do with the super agent. Super agent is just a library to get you the data. That's it. So you can use super agent here or there, or you can use fetch here or there. It does not matter. But what replaced this, the promises, is what we do here, which is the async and await. Makes sense?
But what the most companies use?
No, I would not say yes. I don't know. Because when people moved to ES6, a lot of people rejected. Like now, if you go to companies who use Python, Python got upgraded multiple times, but people still use Python 2.7, which is the older version, but a lot of people use it. They don't use Python 3, for example. Because like sometimes when a specific language, they change the syntax. That's the problem. Okay? So, for example, Python 3, they changed the whole syntax. I mean, not the whole syntax, but a lot of things got changed. So that's why they kept 2.7 not to break anything, because they don't want to break stuff.
So go to your arrow up a little bit. I'll give you an example. The promised version, the .then one.
Yeah.
So in ES4, promises had different syntax. Instead of .then, it was .when.
.when.
It was when.
.when,
And
.then.
then the last one was .done. It was when done.
When done.
So I had a code base that had probably 1,000 promises in it.
Yeah.
When done sequence.
Whoa.
And so when ES5 or ES6 came out, we're like, hey, let's upgrade. Like, no.
It doesn't
I have
work.
to make 1,000 changes in my code and hope that it all works.
Mm-hmm.
So it's dangerous and scary to do that. So
It is.
It still works on ES5.
Wow.
Because they're afraid to upgrade.
Yeah, it's not that easy to change.
It's expensive too.
At all.
There's no benefit to the company. And they're going to pay 500 people for a month
Just to make this
just to
change. Yeah.
And not do anything new. They don't like that.
Yeah.
Why is that?
They better pay 500 people to fix this bug, or to fix this, better than like losing 500 customers, right? Yeah. So yeah, here's two things you can use. Choose. I highly recommend this syntax. Up to you. All right. All right. Now.
So the AS, you yeah.
Break. Ahmad. ES6. It's a few years ago.
We're on ES 2018 now. This is like 4 years old. This is
4 years old. Yeah.
Yes.
You should know both. Yeah.
You should be able to convert between them both. Like in 401, we have an exercise where you go like we just did, from promises to async and async to promises.
Wow.
You should be able to do that with your eyes closed.
Yeah. The first time it's hard, by the way.
That's an assignment to just practice going back and forth. Because they're both important.
Because handing over the data here is easy. You just like define a variable, you put the data in it, and then you process it again. But in promises, you need to hand it over to the next dot then, which is like for me it doesn't make sense, but anyways.
So
That's why I prefer this.
One of 401 assignments.
You already solved it, yeah.
But it's bigger than this. It's like doing control stuff. Nothing is easy.
Yeah. Okay.
If I'm back to 401, I would be
So, do you want the short break? So we're gonna do one short break, one longer break only. So do you want the short break now or later? Short and then long.
When the long before Maghrib or بعد
How much?
It's up to you.
How long?
Let me stop recording. Why am I?